is starting stream on YouTube. Okay, so this isn't going to be a long playthrough, but it is a playthrough, and it's a playthrough of this adorable game called Strawberry Vinegar, which I saw on the list for games to be reviewed by OpNoobs. I'm sorry, I have to turn my volume down for like the audio. It's really loud on my headphones. So yes, it's called Strawberry Vinegar, and you can see there's a girl here, and there's a little demon girl here as well. The outfits are adorable. They look like you could eat the outfits, like it's like a cupcake or something. And this game is clearly about food, because there's well, it's about the girls and food, because there's strawberries everywhere, and I love strawberries. So let's go ahead and play the game. And I'm gonna eat chips. Feed me or I will reap your soul. After hearing those ridiculous words, my whole life I changed forever. So I didn't read it. Hey, look, it's Dad. Oh wow. Let's you know what? Let's go to preferences for a second. Oh look, it's adorable. Oh, it's one of those like little bento boxes. My husband loves these little boxes, and like they have. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the mic. Okay. I'm not liking the contrast here, the choices. Like it's like this pale. You can see the pale orange words on the white background. It makes it a little bit hard to read. So what I want to do, let's turn the let's turn the music volume a little softer, and auto forward, text speed. Let's make the text speed a little slow. That came up kind of fast for me, because I read slowly. I'm sorry. I don't want to skip all text. I just want to. Alright, I guess I'm going to click through it. That's just what's going to happen. Return. Alright. Hey there, Ree. I don't know how to say that. How are you feeling on this beautiful Sunday? I hope you guys can hear that, because that's adorable. I'm actually going to go back to the preferences to the music, because I think I just made it too soft. Okay. I stifle a yawn with one hand as I slip into my seat at the kitchen table. Look, she's adorable. I want outfits like this. I'm a responsible girl, so I always wake up early in the morning, but that doesn't mean I like doing it. In fact, I hate it. I feel like it needs a child voice. I like the little sundae in the corner right there. Wish I had like strawberries so I could make one with whipped cream like that. Alright, I have to eat another chip, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. The sunlight hurts my eyes, and I'm forced to turn my head away from the opening window, directing my gaze down at the wooden tabletop. I wish they would show the wooden table. Oh, there it goes. There's a wooden tabletop right there. Oh, that's a cute little pattern. I always thought this wooden table clashed with the meticulously white, incredibly Western decor of our kitchen, but I've grown accustomed to it over the years. I think this table used to belong to Grandma Nozomi, so Dad would never throw it away. It's a precious keepsake of his mother. Not that she's dead or anything. She just been refurbishing her house and got rid of some of her old furniture. I bet other people would find my kitchen weird. Not just my kitchen, but the whole house, which is distinctly non-Japanese. But that doesn't bother me. It's not like I ever invite anybody over. So they're in Japan. Look at the sexy mom. She's pretty. That is like really, really bad boobs drawing. It's just really bad. Okay. Mom sits at the table, one leg crossed over the other, reading the newspaper. That was bad reading, I'm sorry. Dad is busy serving breakfast. White rice, pickled cucumbers, and miso soup. I can never get used to the idea that this is like what they eat in Japan for breakfast. My husband likes to eat like dinner foods for breakfast, which makes it so weird for me, because I'm like, no, you have eggs and sausage and a croissant for breakfast. You don't have things like rice. And he's like, no. So, anyway, my own personal commentary. Dad's a pretty good cook, so he makes most of the meals at home. He has a whole drawer full of aprons to pick and choose from, and his greatest pleasure in life seems to be selecting which one to wear each morning. That is a really cute apron. If that apron doesn't change, I'm gonna be really upset. Like, if it doesn't change on day 2. So far this is really cute. I like the music. The settings could be better. And this contrast right here with it needs a shadow is what it needs. The text needs a drop shadow. Mom, by contrast, doesn't like cooking that much. Her fingernails are long and carefully filed, and she hates it when they get splintery or get dirty. I read that wrong. I just realized I read it wrong. Mom is a popular actress, and she cares a lot about her appearance. You might have heard of her. Her name is Shirakawa Yukine? I don't know. I like the music. Mom and Dad are pretty dissimilar, but they get along well enough. I hope so. They're married, assumably. Or they're your parents, anyway. I don't think I've ever heard them argue before. Well, that's good. I like the little whipped cream on the bottom. It's so cute. It makes me really hungry for sweets. And here I am eating salty chips. Dad. I'm gonna assume that's how you say it. I'm glad to know you're feeling alright, Ray. And you'll feel even better after you try this. Their whole family has odd-colored hair. You know that the main character's, oh shit, that looks really good, actually. I could go for some miso soup. And there's rice in the kitchen, I'm just saying. Anyway, breakfast looks good, just like always. The rice is perfectly cooked, light and fluffy, and topped off with crunchy sesame seeds. This game is a Make Victoria Hungry game. That's what this game is. The pickled cucumbers have been cut into precise coin-sized shapes, and they're piled up on my plate. They're glazed with vinegar so they shimmer under the lights of the kitchen. The miso soup is light brown, neither too thick or too thin, and it's been bulked up with some white cubes of silken tofu, and diced spring onions. I actually really don't like tofu that much, but I love spring onions. I love onions in general. The onions float lazily on the surface of the soup, while the heavier tofu sinks to the bottom, absorbing the flavor of the fish stock and soybeans. This is a make you hungry game. Oh yes. I like how they do little chopsticks in the corner. That's really cute. I'm gonna eat chips, I'm sorry. I pick up my chopsticks and bow my head. Ray, or Rye, I don't know. I'll get my husband to tell me how to say that later. Thank you for the food. So this is our character. Or her. Aha! There's no need to thank me, Ray. I'd do anything for you. He's so cute. Oh my god, I'm gonna fall in love with the dad. I doubt it. Dad likes cooking for me. He doesn't have anyone else to pamper since Mom's always on a diet. Well, that's sad. I'm glad Dad enjoys making me food, but the look of expectation on his face as I bring my chopstick to my mouth is kind of disconcerting. He's so obsessed with watching me eat that he hasn't touched his own food at all. As a cook, I can vouch for the fact that if you like to cook, having people's opinions on your food is like super important. I love the little spice rack in the corner hanging off to the side. I kind of want one now. This is actually a really cute kitchen. If I told him I didn't like his cooking, I think he'd cry. That's a lot of responsibility to place on the shoulders of a 9-year-old girl, don't you think? Yeah, to like the food that someone made for you? Shut up. Jesus. Fortunately, the food tastes as good as it looked. Oh, goodness, I got a little achievement in the corner in the miso soup. That's cute. Tastes just as good as it looks. It always does. The pickled cucumbers crunch satisfyingly when I bite into them, and their coolness contrasts nicely with the warm miso soup. Yeah, this is a make me hungry game. As for the rice, it's steamed to perfection, neither too soft nor too hard. What 9-year-old says nor? I'm just saying. It's filling, yet I find myself wanting more. I'm actually trying to be louder than the music. I don't know how it's coming out. So what do you think? Do you like it? I found the dad's voice. That's it. It's good. Thank goodness. Oh, I love the little bob he makes. That's so cute. Oh, God. I wasn't sure about the pickled cucumbers. I usually let them sit in the fridge a little longer. And I thought the vinegar might be too overpowering. This sounds just like me when I make something and I have people come over and eat it. I swear to God, this is exactly what I sound like. No, it's nice. It goes well with the rice. It creates a good contrast, I suppose. Telling you guys, if you guys were watching me say this stuff, it'd be so much funnier. Unfortunately, my camera, I don't have one actually. I use my husband's. And I don't know how to disconnect it from his machine and put it on mine, so. I'm so happy. That's exactly what I was going for. Thank you, whatever. Thank you, daughter. Aw, he hugs. Dad reaches across the table to ruffle the top of my head. Oh my God. Like, I've had people do that to me, and it's adorable because I'm super short, so. He's a little over-enthusiastic with his show of affection. Actually, he almost knocks over Mom's cup of green tea. He patted you on the head. That's not over-enthusiastic. Mom, careful, dear. I'm sorry, Yuki. It's alright, just try to be more careful next time. And if you're really interested, Dad's name is Sakuraba Kazuki, whatever. Unlike Mom, you've probably never heard of him. There's a reason why Mom and Dad don't have the same family name, but it's not that important. I know it's unusual, but don't worry about it. I don't think my parents ever do. Then why bother talking about it? At least Mom doesn't. You should try to remember that some of us have filming to do later today. I don't want to turn up with tea all over my new dress. It cost quite a bit, you know. The old nag Sato would have my head if I dared arrive looking less than perfect. I don't know. I don't like her outfit. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I know how hard you've been working, and I don't want to make things more difficult for you. Thank you. See to it that you don't, dear. I'm gonna make her sound more snarky, because she looks like a bitch. So, did you read anything interesting in the paper? Nothing terribly exciting. Just some small publishing company around here went bust, and that's of no concern to me. I'd advise against going on walks in the forest during the evenings, though, dear. Why is that? Don't you remember what happened when all the people in the advertising company were laid off? Businessmen can be awfully melodramatic. I see. Don't talk about things like that in front of Ray. You'll upset her. I think Ray's old enough to understand the finite nature of human life by now. We must all shuffle off to this mortal coil eventually. No, I want to read there. We must all shuffle off this mortal coil eventually. Just saying. I'm enjoying this a little bit. This is not very well written, to be honest. Maybe so, but we do need to be do we need to be reminded of it when we're eating? Perhaps not. You're right. I've been working on this hospital drama far too long. There are so many dying teenage girls. There are only so many dying teenage girls one can handle in a day. And speaking of work, I must be off now. I don't want to be late. Mom takes one last sip of her tea and then sets the cup down on the table with a small thud. The the life of an actress must be pretty hectic. She's always in a hurry. She keeps tapping her fingernails against the tabletop even when reading the newspaper, as though desperate to be on the move. That's not the reason she does it. I can tell you right now why she does it, because when you have long nails, it sounds really amazing to just do that tapping noise. See? Those are my nails. I love it. I do it all the time. It's terrible. Okay, have a good day, Yuki. Take care of yourself. I will, dear. Aww. Mom blows a kiss to Dad, then pauses by my chair for a few moments. And Ray, I did read something in the paper I thought you might like to hear. What? It said this week should be particularly eventful for you Virgos. Apparently you will encounter new friends, have many new experiences, and face a series of great challenges. Doesn't that sound exciting? I guess? Well, I suppose it would be if horoscopes were any accurate measure of the world around us. They're always so vague and unfixed. Only superstitious fools set much store in them. That's weird. It's a weird turn of phrase. But if you read them in the newspaper every week... That's because they're romantic, I suppose. Even though I don't believe in them, it's nice to imagine that maybe, just maybe, the stars can really determine our fates. I don't get it. It's fine, you don't need to. I was just being silly. Mom winks. I bet all the boys in my class would love if she winked at them. I think they all have crushes on her. Even some of my teachers have crushes on her. I thought I should warn you, if horoscopes are at all accurate, you might be in for quite an interesting week. Mom exits the kitchen with a small laugh. She waves at us over her shoulder but doesn't turn around. She's too cool for that. Clearly she idolizes her mother. I know Dad certainly thinks so. I'm gonna have a chip. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Because I keep doing it. Even after all these years, Yuki is still so mysterious. She's so cool. Oh, look, his eyes turn like super pink. It's cute. See? I told you so. Clearly, we're breaking the fourth wall quite a bit here. Fourth wall? Anyway. Unlike Mom, Dad's really predictable. I can always preempt what he's going to say. You've lived with him for 9 years. I would think so. I rise from my seat and walk over to the fridge. I feel like having a glass of milk, even though it doesn't go well with miso soup. Milk is nice and refreshing, and it helps keep the bones strong. Thank you for this, what is that called? I forget what it's called. Informational broadcast announcement, whatever. And I love milk too. Well, fake milk, whatever. And yet, the milk that should be there is not. It's vanished. We can't have drunk it that quickly, though. There was a full carton only a few days ago. Was this the work of a thief? A poltergeist? Or else? I love how that goes to poltergeist really quickly. Dad, were you giving our milk away to the neighborhood cats again? So you caught me out, huh? Caught me out? That's weird. Totally predictable, like I said. I'm sorry, Ray. I'll buy some milk from the store later, if that'll make it up to you. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll get some myself on the way back from school. But since I'm the one who gave it all away, I should be the one who has to buy it. Shouldn't I? I already said it's fine. I meant to buy some things from the convenience store anyway, so this will just give me an excuse to finally do it. Ah, I see. How clever. Not really. Anyway, I'm heading out now. You know, I have to say, I'm not sure if it's just my way of saying it, but I think that she sounds really snotty. This Monday morning really is the same as the last Monday morning, and the one before that, and the one before that. Nothing out of the ordinary has happened, and it'll probably stay that way. I love how that's the line that she says. Horoscopes? What a load of nonsense. This is not very good foreshadowing, you guys. We already know there's a demon coming. School is dull, just as always. I think that's like universal. School is dull. I try to focus, but it's a sunny day. And the characters in my textbook start blurring together. I rub my eyes with the back of my arm, but it makes no difference. What's wrong? What is wrong with me today? Window seats like mine are regarded as the greatest, with great jealousy by my fellow classmates, but I hate sitting here. These seats are good if you want to waste your education staring into the sky, trying to look mysterious, but they're not so good if you actually want to take notes. And take notes! When lunch rolls around, I end up sitting alone, as per usual. Again, I point out, like, no 9-year-old says as per usual. And no 9-year-old writes like this. I'm just saying. Because I have a 10-year-old brother. So, there, I know. Ha! The room fills with chatter, but I don't say a word. My lips remain clamped together. I only open them to eat my lunch. It's not like I'm lonely or anything, though, so please don't misunderstand. I'm not being bullied either. I can go and talk to people if I wanted to. I just don't. I like being on my own. Why are you complaining about it? My mother is pretty famous, so I get asked questions about her a lot. It's always, "Your mother is so pretty, Ray," or "Could your mother introduce me to Yamada, Ray?" Yeah, I don't know who that is. Or, "Just how rich is your mother anyway, Ray?" It's never, "How are you today, Ray?" or "Could you help me with my homework, Ray?" or "Did you catch that TV show that was on yesterday evening, Ray?" Nobody asks me about me. That's probably because they're not interested in me. I learned that a long time ago. My horoscope this morning might have said something about making new friends, but I don't want any friends, new or old. In all honesty, I can't stand other people. I think they should be finished by now. I put my pen down and got to my feet, stretching. The bones in my arms click alarmingly. I wonder if I should take this as a sign. Maybe I should drink more milk. Well, that's not my fault. I try to drink my milk, but somebody keeps getting in the way. Does Dad care about the homeless cats that stalk our street more than he cares about me, his only daughter? I wouldn't put it past him. He goes berserk over anything small, cute, and fluffy. Well, I bought some milk on the way home from school. I guess I can have a glass of it now. That wasn't the only thing I bought either. I also picked up some butter, cocoa powder, and eggs. Are you going to make cupcakes or something? Or chocolate? Most people don't know this. I don't really have anybody to tell, but I really like baking. It's a hobby I picked up from Dad, since he's always in the kitchen. Oh God, she made a lot of things. Oh no. I didn't go to kindergarten when I was a kid. I stayed at home with Dad, and he looked after me. I was too small to see over the tops of the kitchen counters back then, so Dad got me a stool to stand on. I don't need that stool anymore, but I think we still have it lying around the house somewhere. I feel feel like the stool is going to be brought back up later on now. Dad isn't the most reliable of people, but he was a good teacher. Some might question the safety of giving a 4-year-old girl a sharp knife, or letting her stir the soup over the oven, but Dad kept a careful eye on me, and I never cut or burnt myself once. He taught me a lot of useful things, like how to peel potatoes, and how to cut onions without crying, and how to tell when a chicken is cooked all the way through. I just leave it in the oven for like an hour and a half. Psh. Baking was always my favorite, though. I liked sprinkling flour over the worktops, imagining that the kitchen had been caught in a snowstorm, rolling out the dough with a wooden pin. I love wooden pins, like the old style, and it's really funny because you can't find them in stores anymore. Like, it's really hard and they're really expensive, and I just kind of collected like 4 of them from everybody I know, which is super awesome. I'm gonna have to shut this off soon because I have to go and pick up my hubby. But this is cute. I like this. Like there are some things, but it's really cute. I especially like cutting out shapes in the dough with all the different cookie cutters Dad had stashed away, squirrel-like in the kitchen cupboards. It used to feel so rewarding when the cookies or pies or pastries Dad and I made came out of the oven piping hot and ready to be eaten. Aww, fond memories. And yet she's kind of a jerk to her dad anyway. I still enjoy baking now. That's what I was doing earlier, before I made a start on my homework. I saw these cute cookies on a TV show that looked like chessboards set with alternating black and white squares. As soon as I saw them, I knew I had to try to make them. I want to do that stuff too, but I'll get fat, so just saying. The sweet smell of warm dough that drifts from the downstairs is delicious. I'm really getting hungry, you guys. It's almost like it's calling out to me. Knock, knock. Oh, she's going down the stairs. She's not knocking. I hum to myself in higher spirits than usual as I head down the stairs. I wonder what I should eat my cookies with. How about a glass of milk? Oh God, they're so cute! Milk is always a good choice. Warm cookies fresh out of the oven, so hot they scald the fingertips, and even more delicious when paired with cool, refreshing milk. Alright, now I kind of want to make these. Maybe I should try coffee instead. The bitterness of coffee beans mixed with the sweetness of cookies as they crumble in my mouth would make a great contrast. I hate this game so much. God. Hot chocolate might be nice too. Hot chocolate with whipped cream on top. I'm done with this. I'm so done. Stop teasing me. It's not fair. There are so many options. It's hard to pick just one. It's hard to just not eat them. This is a bad game for me, guys. I am trying to be skinnier. But when I open the kitchen door, oh, here we go. Here's something right here. What is that? She's so cute. Oh, wait, no, I have to go F12 or something. There we go. I see something, or someone, rather, who definitely shouldn't be here. It's a girl. She looks about my age, maybe slightly younger. Her hair is short and blonde, curling around her face like a halo. I don't think I've ever seen somebody with such pretty hair before in my life. Her hair isn't the only unusual thing about her, though. Far from it. Is it just my imagination, or does she have tiny curly horns, like a ram's, protruding from the top of her head? And just there, peeking out of the bottom of her shirt. Is that a tail? Human food is really delicious. I look at the oven. The door is wide open, and the tray of cookies that should be baking inside it are not. Somebody must have stolen the cookies, and it doesn't take me very long to deduce who that somebody must be. Hey, who are you, and what do you think you're doing in my house? The girl blinks, turning her head. Her eyes are bright red like precious jewels. Her eyelashes, however, are so pale they're almost white. If those eyelashes weren't there to offset the burning irises, I might be frozen to the spot or turned to stone. Just like in the legend of Medusa. I'm so sorry, I had to sneeze. I feel so bad now. The girl crunches the last cookie, my cookie, between her teeth and swallows. Then she gets to her feet and stabs an accusatory finger in my direction. What are you doing here? Why is she talking like I'm the one who broke into her house? Doesn't she have any decency? I like how everyone's like kind of wearing lingerie-like clothes. It's like odd. Judging by her ridiculous outfit, maybe not. What do you mean, what am I doing here? What are you doing here? I came here on an important mission. To eat the cookies I just made? No, that was just collateral. What are you talking about? I'm saying you're very, very lucky. The girl smiles and puffs out her chest. My name is Lucia Dia. I don't know how to say that. And I'm a demon from the deepest, darkest depths of hell. I was sent here to reap your soul. Silence descends. I stare at her. She stares back. Of all the ridiculous things, I certainly didn't expect that. My soul? That's right. However, I'm a nice demon. I'll give you another chance to redeem yourself. I'll stay with you for a week. If you can make me something nice to eat every single day, then I'll let you live. Feed me, or I'll reap your soul. How does that sound? Is she seriously asking me that? She's asking me what I think? Ooh, I get to make a choice! Woohoo! I love when I get to make choices in these games. Cool. Alright. What on earth are you talking about? You want to know what I think? I think if you really are a demon, you should know what I'm thinking already. You've got it all wrong. I can't read minds. That's a really high-level skill. You don't have any magical powers at all? Why don't you try it? Oh, don't you have any magical powers at all? Why don't you try showing them to me? Maybe I'll believe you then. I'm sorry, but I'm only a young demon. I'm not very good at using magic yet. If I tried, I'd probably hurt you. Anyway, if you don't make me lots of delicious food, I really will reap your soul. I'm not kidding around. I'm being serious. Is my soul so cheap that it's only worth a few cookies? Granted, they were pretty nice cookies. At least I assume they were, since I never actually got to eat any of them. But still, I'd like to think that a genuine human soul carries a little higher price than that on the black market. They have a black market for souls? Otherwise, I might start questioning the worth of my own life. Oh no, of course not. Human souls are precious things. That's why I'm asking you to let me stay here. If you don't want me to steal your soul, then you should try making me lots of delicious food to balance out the books. You say that, but I think you're just being greedy. Maybe. But we can't get what we want in life unless we ask for it. That's what Lucrenzia, whatever, always says. I don't know who this Lucrenzia person is, but I don't ask. I have other things on my mind. Alright, it's 9:52. I unfortunately have to bail. But there we go, that's probably most of the first chapter. So, oh, shoot! We got a thing! Let's make a decision. I wish that if I like refuse to return is like super scary, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So let's just agree. Okay. We're gonna save. Alright, and then we're gonna quit. This is cute. Are you really sure you wanna quit? Hold on. Wait. No, for a sec. Let's take a picture with the... Are you sure you want to quit? Yes. I'm not sure if I actually took a screen capture. Oh, it's apparently stopped working. Horribly. Alright. Thanks for joining me for, strawberry vinegar. And, we shall play some more later. Bye!